New York City seems to be the place to be when it comes to gig work, right here on Gig Grind Report.
Get Grind Report. Let's ride. Let's go. News from the streets. Now you already know. Click in to notice the gig life flow. Get Grind Report. Your daily show.
All right, guys. Some of you guys know I'm originally from New York State, not the city, although the city is seemingly booming when it comes to gig work right now. Some specific laws have been passed, and those laws make it a real good place for gig workers to thrive here in the upcoming future. First, guys, if you would like, comment, and subscribe down below, I would definitely appreciate you guys. Um, Trying to do this as much as possible while continuing grinding on the other channel as well, and trying to get a little break time here and there. Today, I didn't go out at all. Didn't have any serious caterings at all, so I just did not go out, and trying to break up the constant grind a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, but we're going to dive into it right here. We're going to go into the law, and we're going to go into what this means for gig workers in New York City, which is huge, humongous, just absolutely humongous. Right here. All right. So right here it says major victory for New York City delivery workers. Landmark protections take effect today. So this just happened a few days ago, about a week ago or so. About a week ago, anyway. New York City, New York City Department of Consumer and Worker Protections mark a worker justice milestone as key amendments to the city's delivery workers laws go into full effect today, January 26th. Now, you might look at that and you're like, what differences will that make? It seemingly made a lot of differences there in New York. The new law strengthens rights for contracted grocery and food delivery workers. These include local laws 113, which increase delivery workers' pay transparency, local laws 123 and 24, which expand the minimum pay rate to cover third-party grocery delivery workers, give timely and weekly payments rights to more contracted delivery workers, and improve bathroom access for contracted delivery workers. Wow, this needs to come everywhere because we know that's an issue. Like late night, we're trying to, bathrooms are only for employees and not for, us coming in. DoorDash and Uber engineered design tricks into their infrastructure interfaces that lowered workers' tips earnings by $550 million. Those tricks are now illegal. Key worker protections starting on January 26th of this year. Expanded minimum pay protections. Grocery delivery apps, including Instacart, which Instacart really try to battle this. I'll show that in a minute. Must now pay workers at least $21.44 an hour, excluding tips, with annual increases matching the rate for food delivery workers in 2025. The city council overrode Eric Adams' veto in this legislation. They just completely overrode the dude. He didn't want to pay us fairly, but there it is. We're going to be $21.44 with annual increases. This is huge. Just like any other job, you get pay raises over time, not decreases in pay like we have been getting over the last years. This is absolutely humongous. Timely payments and transparency. Apps must pay workers no later than 7 calendar days after the end of pay period and provide detailed, itemized written statements with compensation calculations. So no trickery here. They got to break it down, tell us exactly how we're paid. Tipping fairness. Platforms must offer customers a clear tip option before or at the checkout, including a suggested tip amount at least 10% of the purchase price or a custom amount. This directly counters practices that hid or delayed tip prompts um, in that $550 workers settlement. So what they were doing is showing the tip at the end, and then customers are like, "No, I'm good." So it's before or at the checkout, which is absolutely huge as well. DoorDash and Uber filed a federal lawsuit against the DCWP challenging local laws 107 and 108, which is tipping, while Instacart did the same to challenge local laws 23 and 24, which is the grocery delivery workers. On January 23rd, 26th, federal judges ruled decisively, without a shadow of a doubt, on the side of the workers and denied the app's request for a preliminary injunction in both of the cases. They seemingly are working with us here. This is great. These expansion worker protection laws go into effect on as the Man Madani, I don't know how to say his name, administration ramps up efforts to crack down on predatory delivery apps, reverse workers' losses through aggressive enforcement of delivery worker laws, and hold companies and individuals accountable for ripping off the hardworking majority immigrants who keep the New Yorkers fed earlier this month. So this is just absolutely huge stuff. Just absolutely huge stuff when it comes to what's happening as far as the gig space and New York City. Now, key takeaways: $21.44 minimum wage for the hour, plus tips in that area. Also, pay increase yearly, not decreases as we've seen over the past decade. We've been doing this. It just went down, down, down. We've all can agree it have went down. New York City says that they need to go up, and like cost of living is going up, it needs to go up and not go down. This is huge. I'm loving to see this because it's something that may people see this and it may start happening in other places. I hope it does. Let's see. There's also this is I'm not going to read all of this part, but this is the Instacart trying to stall it. They kind of mentioned it, but this is what they meant by Instacart trying to well, where is it here? Here you go. Instacart trying to stall it right here. It says Instacart can't stall New York City delivery driver laws. The app is fighting New York City that sets a minimum hourly rate wage. So they tried and tried. It's a requirement. Instacart says hold on. It's a requirement that Instacart says will cause irreparable harm to the company if allowed to stand, which it is standing. It passed. The app parent company Maple Bear sued New York City in December to prevent the new regulation for taking effect, but it's lost a preliminary injunction motion to freeze the pay requirement. On Monday night, the company lost another bid to ice the law. They use an interesting term there, but it's cool. This time, while it appears that previous ruling to the Second Circuit in a brief 5-page order, U.S. District Judge John Colt found Instacart failed to show a likelihood it would succeed on its impending appeal. Go down here a little bit. The company is forced to comply with the new minimum wage rule. Instacart claims it will have to overhaul its platform and business model in the city by limiting the window during which personal shoppers can go online, take orders, capping the number of shoppers online at any given time, and requiring them to accept most or all the requests. So Instacart's scare tactic is we're going to implement a AR that you're going to have to do in the future. We'll see if they're able to do that. I mean, we'll see how that's going to work. Instacart business depends on flexibility, independence, and convenience that its platform offers. The app claims in the complaint. But the local laws will degrade the business and harm precisely what has made Instacart successful. I understand a little bit what they're trying to say, but to prevent this, you just had to have paid us fairly in the beginning. To prevent all this from happening, you just had to have paid us fairly in the beginning, is the issue. They're saying they're gonna have to like have dash times. You can't go on, everybody can't just go on. Like we can just flick on Instacart, we won't be able to do that because they'll have to be paid hourly. But it's active hourly. So you have to be paid hourly or whatever. But let me show you what it means for these people in New York City when this has changed over. This is pretty awesome stuff. If I can find it here, right here. So this is this guy's batch. He's in New York right here. He started early. This boy started early. We got 656. He's getting nice batches now. $71, $71, $95 batch, $81 batch, $98 batch, $83 batch, $84 batch, $65 batch. But if you see, he took a break in between, it looks like a 2 hours there. But he is out from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. He is grinding. It was said 10 hours when it ended. And what did this end up being? $601, guys. $601. 10 hours, 34 minutes active time. This was Sunday, February the 1st, just 3 days ago. He managed to do this in New York. Someone asked, New York, he said, New York City. This guy's name is Otherwise Gas on Reddit. He said, yeah, I'll never see that one day here in Cincinnati. New York City just got regulated, so Instacart has to pay a fair wage, someone chimed in. And that is what's happening. And $600 later, this guy he's never seen anything like that. He was commenting underneath in New York City before this fair wage is being, he's working all day. He should be compensated. He's working all day long, grinding it out. Obviously, there's going to be some hit or miss when it comes to this. So leave it in the comments below. What do you think? Is this the new norm in New York City? And will we start seeing these coming to other cities and states, countrywide? I really hope so. I really hope that they take us seriously and realize that we're just not out here trying to just nickel and dime out here. We're trying to earn money. Leave in the comments below. What do you guys think? I appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe below as well. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Reports off the game in the shoes, DoorDash, Uber Eats, squad, we're making those moves. Every gap trying to play us, but we still push through. Grind gang in the building, yeah, we do what we do.